Hey, this is Steve. I just want to show this Yamaha made in Japan 70s guitar. Really got a voice. I'm just using a webcam, so it's kind of hard to capture it, but hopefully I'm trying to get under the mic so you can hear this. It's got the most beautiful balance and orchestral tone with just a gorgeous mid-range. Reminds me kind of a vintage D18, but to me it sounds better. It's got that magic of like a made in Japan Alvarez, but this is really old wood. The Japanese have been storing wood under the ocean actually for years. What I bring to the table is trying to educate people. You know, I'm not anti big companies making money and whatnot, but when their products start to not be the same quality they should be, that's when I have a problem. And most of the, all of the big guitar companies, except for some of the smaller ones and stuff, but like your Martins and Gibson, the tops are seriously overbraced, so they can send them all over the country. Your best value in a guitar, you know, is either if you can afford the vintage stuff, if you have thousands of dollars and you can afford a vintage Martin. You know, I happen to have a 35 Martin for sale right now. It's probably going to be bought today, but anyway. Or something like this. If you can find, you know, the made in Japan stuff, it's just unbelievable. What a great tone, huh? Right there. The most beautiful, the trick to a great guitar tone is definition and articulation and balance between the mids, trebles, and highs, so it all works together nicely like a great orchestra. But also you have a little bloom and kind of a holographic quality, and where the notes kind of bloom out. And it sounds like a paradox, but this is what a great tone is. You have definition, articulation, bloom, and a holographic quality. You have space around the notes while also having definition. I know it sounds like a bit of a contradiction, but that's what a great tone is, really. Tone, man. So I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to try to get under the mic again because that's a. You can hear that. It's just incredible. This is a really hard guitar to let go of because it sounds just as good as any guitar I've ever owned, and I used to have a collection of 65, including a 50s Martin D18. This sounds just as good. I actually think better, which is, you know, crazy, but it does. You just have to judge a guitar on its tone. And if you can find one of these made in the 70s Yamahas, they're unbelievable. This one has some nicks on the top. It's got kind of a big ding in the headstock. I already asked the luthier. He said he could fix it for, like $50. But who cares? You buy a guitar like this for the tone. You don't buy it because you're trying to buy something that looks. Actually, the back looks pretty good. I'm getting a lot of reflections. It's got some nicks and stuff, but you buy this for the tone. You don't buy it because you're trying to get a new car with no chips. Sound. I just dropped the price from $575 to $475. You can tell by my voice. I'm not real crazy about letting this guitar go. This is one of the best acoustics I've ever had at any price. But I've got a chance to get my dream guitar from a friend who's trying to buy a house. So, it's an expensive guitar, so I'm doing what I'm going to do. But I'm telling you, this guitar, you got to come. If you're looking for a great acoustic, don't take my word for it. Come hear it. This is unbelievable sounding guitar. I'm 714-548-0385. My name is Steve. I'm over by Bolsa Chica and Warner. Gorgeous tone. It's got those sweet buttery mid-range like an old 50s or 60s J45, but with a lot more definition. I mean, every guitar has its plus and minuses, and I like an old 50s, 60s Gibson J45. Because it has a super buttery mid-range, but it does lack a little definition, and that's what this guitar has. This guitar reminds me a lot, like I said, of kind of maybe like a 50s D18. It's just got such a tremendous growly, like I said, rich orchestral tone. So I've said enough. 714-548-0385. My name is Steve. I'm over by Warner and Bolsa Chica. Give me a call. Happy to show it today. Bye-bye.